Hello, everyone, and welcome to another episode of Vampire the Requiem Party Monsters here on Dork Tales. How y'all doing tonight? Y'all surviving okay?
Yeah, I'm doing pretty
I'm
good.
really pink tonight, but that's
You are really pink
okay.
tonight. Do you want me
I
to
already
fix that?
Powdered
like
my
pink.
nose. That's okay. I have a blush of life.
You
We
do have
gotta
a
know
blush of
it.
life.
Yes.
Nice. All right, so everybody, hi, how's it going? I hope you're all doing well tonight. This is Vampire the Requiem Party Monsters. Quick note, this game is designed for mature audiences and may have some scenes that are spoopy-doopy. Yeah, that's about it. I'm your storyteller, Kelly. You see and him as my pronouns, and I'm very excited tonight because we get to run another episode of Vampire the Requiem. This is going to be one of our shorter sprint episodes, so it's going to be like, just like a couple solid hours of role-playing, and we're going to call it, because some of us are feeling a little under the weather, but we're still here, and we're still performing, and we're feeling fantastic. I went there.
You did.
Yeah, what else? What I want to say to y'all is that sorry, I had to write down that someone just bought us a beat. If you like what we're doing here, quick reminder that if you go to the link in the description, you can, if you're watching on YouTube, and I'll pop it in the chat soon, you can actually buy the books that we are using for this, which I wrote a bunch of, and the 5th of the new revised clan books that we are making over at None More Dark Publishing are coming out. Gangrel's coming out soon. It's done. Like, my stuff's done. Pretty good. Pretty solid. It's coming out soon, so prepare your didgeridoo. I'll tell you more about that soon enough. Jesus, there's a lot of Hurt the Morse. Okay, cool. I forgot to grab the dice that I use for those. All right, without further ado, I'm gonna pass it on to Chris. Tell us who you are.
Hi, I'm Chris. You can find me exclusively on Dork Tales. I use he, him, or they pronouns. I will be playing Erik Hildebrandt tonight, the Maquette Norvegi, with a whole bunch of rules out of one of those awesome books Kelly wrote. And just because it's related to this game and I'm really proud of it. 401 days, almost 402 days without smoking.
Congratulations. I'm proud of you.
Congratulations.
Nice. All right, let's pass it over to Amy.
Hello, I am Amy. I use she, her, or they, them pronouns, and I am playing Lena Masters. Right, I had to check whom's the fuckle buckle I am playing.
You're playing Big Mommy.
I'm playing Big Mommy, yes. And she's a little rough around the edges today after her things happened last time. Yep.
It's true.
So yeah, I am playing the Ventru Macellarius, Lena Masters.
Nice. All right, down to Winter.
Hi, that's me. I'm Winter. I use she, her pronouns. I play Cece LeBlanc, a Deva Invictus.
Nice. And finally, Caitlin.
Hello, I'm Caitlin. I use she, her pronouns. And tonight, I am a little raspy, but I will be playing Jillian Bean, the Nosferatu Candyman at the Odotoku.
Nice. I appreciate all of you for being here tonight. So, folks, if you don't know what we've done so far, it's a lot of bad things, mostly. The characters have gone out, committed some public murder, a little bit of public indecency. You know, the usual for a vampire game. You're decent.
I think killing people is indecent, generally speaking.
Well, that's a good moral compass to have, really. All right, so, does anybody want to sum up, or should I just go ahead and just take the wheel?
Jesus, take the wheel.
Kelly, take the wheel. But not off
of
Lena's car.
Yeah, I'll answer to everything. During our first game, the characters were brought together by an Invictus gangrel named Grigori, who asked you to go and meet with a defector from the Carthian movement named Nathan Sutton, who was to meet you at the was it the Vogue? Was it the Vogue? No, it was the Rio Theater, down near Commercial. When you got there, you found that there was a horror movie marathon that had been canceled because of the virus. And in the seats, you did find your friend Nathan Sutton. However, he had been murdered. arriving on the scene shortly after was someone who was delivering some files. Turned out to be someone involved in hunting who dropped some information on you about the Carthian movement using vampire hunters, and then managed to be let go by the grace of Lena. Beyond that, you met some people in the alley who you decided, CC, to give a room in your house so that you'd have, basically just like, a keg ready. And then last episode, you were called down to meet with Erik Lindell at the new Media Gallery in New Westminster, across from Kelly O'Brien's. As you were driving up to it, you got carjacked by what looked like 3 homeless people and killed 2 of them. And another one ran away and got hit by a train. Yeah, so that's a thing. With that, you all came back, hopped inside of Lena's Phantom, which, if you don't know what a Phantom is, Google it. They're amazing. And drove away into the night. So I think that's about what I saw, about what we talked about. Besides the fact that Erik, when you encountered the man who got hit by the subway that you chased, he had the same, that kind of like rotted fungal stink that was reminiscent of something.
I think you said like loam and like a mushroom bed, I think.
Yeah, that kind of covers it, actually. Good job. You were paying attention. 2 points to Vampire Dork.
I might have tried to breeze through the YouTube video before session.
Just put it on 2 times speed.
That's a mood.
I mean, there's a lot to remember, really, So, all right. So, without further ado, let us hop into game. It was pretty early last night, so I'm gonna say we're in the same night. Does anybody have any experiences they want to spend before we begin? All right, everybody, be sure to mark down, change your aspirations up. You have 2 current aspirations and 1 long-term aspiration. Be sure to write those down.
Yes, I made sure I wrote them down at the end of last game so I wouldn't forget.
All right, and do you want to announce what they are in advance?
Sure. My short-term ones include getting info from Charles Booth, because that is an ongoing general thing. And then also more generally in the short term, I really want to just fuck up Kalika's plans. And then in the long term, I want to continue fortifying the Invictus's power over the Carthians. So there's all kind of in the same general vein, but I think they are all different.
Okay. Anybody else have some aspirations that they want to share with me?
Yeah. Long term, gain more status in the Invictus. Short term, I want to get in a fight with a vampire, and I also want to find out something more about this loamy smell.
Okay.
The smelly smell.
That sounds good.
I just like saying the word loam.
Right, it's good.
Loam's a good one.
Jillian, do you have any aspirations?
I had 2. I had
Okay.
1 of each.
Sounds good.
My first short term was make a ghoul. And my long term is get a better safe space.
Okay, you can have another short term if you can think of one quick.
Yeah, I was thinking.
And just remember that if you have these as your aspirations, push for them. So if there's something that you're like, oh, we have a few minutes, I want to go do something, feel free to seize the narrative. Don't just don't passively let me steamroll your aspirations with the plot. You have control. I just pretend you don't. And Cece, do you have any aspirations?
If there's any way that she's going to get in trouble, she would love to find a way to pin it on Hadrian. Or have him take the blame.
Okay, pin it on Hadrian is a good short-term aspiration. Do you have a second one?
I'm trying to think of one because I only had one last time. So I will update it in our chat once I know for sure.
All right, sounds good to me. And did you have a long-term one that you were working on?
Long term is also just to get revenge with Hadrian, but she doesn't want to kill him. She wants to make him suffer and be miserable.
Okay, so ruin Hadrian.
Yeah.
Okay, that's probably pretty
Make
good.
him beg.
Make him beg. All right. So, cheers. Let's get ready to start game. Get some music running. Last time on Vampire the Requiem, you caused some significant trouble. It was supposed to be a simple night, with you all heading down to New Westminster, and it was not supposed to end with 3 mortals dead. But it did. As you drove off into the night, where were you headed, Lena? You were driving, weren't you?
Yeah, I think she was going back home because that was the first thing that popped into her head, unless something directs her elsewhere.
Sounds good. You make it back home, and in through your front door. Parking probably fairly... What's your drive score?
Oh, it is 1.
Okay, so you'll manage to pilot the Phantom home without much trouble. You'll park it a little erratically around front, just out of stress, and storm inside of your house. The rest of your coterie following behind you. Your driver is dead. It's funny. 3 mortals dead on the pavement, and a 4th dead underneath the SkyTrain tracks. You push open the front doors of your manor, and what do you do?
God, I don't know, just like go get changed immediately because her shirt has been fucked up. She's just gonna motion for everyone to come inside, and she'll whistle to call over, probably Duchess, I think is the one that isn't out hunting for her.
Your dog will come and start sniffing you rather aggressively.
Yeah, I know.
I'll go inside.
Okay.
Yeah, I think
Are the-
Lena's gonna go and get changed and like offer the change of clothes to if anyone needs them. She's probably got a wardrobe of various sizes.
Wee. As another short-term aspiration, I was just thinking, based on our last game where Cece got to use a gun for the first time ever, she kind of liked how it felt, so now she's gonna try to
Buy a gun.
buy a gun and secure one of her own.
Get a gun. All
But
right.
I have no firearms, so
That's
that's
fine.
gonna be the fun part.
Who really needs firearms?
Now, she seemed to do fine.
Honestly, it's just a point-and-click thing. All right. Now, Erik, what do you and Jillian do?
Well, that was a bummer. She's gonna, like, huff and just storm in behind them. We didn't even get to see what the meeting was about. Jump by stupid.
Erik,
I think that was the point.
Eric's going to walk in and head to get changed and get out of the super bloody clothing. And he's going to mumble to himself, or mumble loud enough for the others to hear. Fucking setup from ghouls. Mortals don't hit that hard.
That makes sense.
We have any idea who they could have belonged to?
Well, wouldn't Erik have known? Or been working with them?
Why
If
do
it
you
was
say
a-
Erik was working
Well,
with
if
them?
it was because he was the one that sent us there, right? And you guys keep saying it's a setup.
That is true.
I think it was.
Well, then I was wondering why Erik would set y'all up, and me too. Because now I'm, like, with you guys, I guess. I don't really know him that well. You guys are in the Invictus.
The only hint that I have is the one guy in particular just smelled like a bed of mushrooms just kind of rotting on the ground.
Ew.
Smells
But-
disgusting.
Anybody who wants to, please
that?
make me an intelligence and wits roll. It's one of the few times I'll ask you to
Sure.
roll 2 attributes together.
Cool. Intelligence and
Sure.
wits.
It's basically a memory roll.
And 10s explode.
10s explode.
2 successes.
2 successes. Good. 2, 2.
4.
4. All of you are going to remember that Grigory smelled like that. It was all over him and his breath.
Ew. Mushroom
very
breath.
strange acting and sounding on the phone the other night. Did
Do
someone
any
get
of
to him?
you have Humanity 7?
No.
Okay.
And I think I
did-
passed my humanity check
You did
last time.
for shooting someone.
Yeah.
However, did you get injured at all? Did anyone get injured? It's been a month. I don't remember.
No.
No, I would have marked it down.
You got
Yes, I got
you did.
shot.
And what's
in
your
the
humanity?
Stomach. My humanity is 6.
Please roll me 3 dice. A breaking point at 6 is experiencing immense physical trauma or a car crash. I'm going to say getting shot point blank.
Yeah, okay.
We'll
One
probably-
success.
1 success. Okay. So you are going to basically have like a strange moment while you're showering. You're washing all of the blood off of your expansive skin in your tremendously sized shower. And as you do, you can't help but have your fingertips linger on the place where you can still feel the ghost of those bullets, kind of fingering at the soft flesh where there would be a hole. Were you human? I think it was like a sternum shot, so you're kind of just like rubbing against your breastbone, kind of. There's that moment of horror
Stomach, kind of, yeah.
that comes with that. The fact that you would have been pasted against the concrete if you were human. Chris, what's up?
I got dealt a bunch of lethal damage from.
You did, but
yeah.
what's your humanity?
6.
Oh, well, hell, roll me 3 dice then.
3 9s.
3 9s. As well, you're going to have this kind of like aching feeling kind of at the back of your mind where you're constantly just kind of a little uncomfortable. Your ribs were cracked by that bear hug. You felt them start to puncture through your skin as they snapped and broke and compounded. And the blood reset them, but God, did it reset them right? Your insides feel a little oily. And you're not sure. It's almost like... Have you ever cracked a knuckle? And you cracked it just a little wrong, and then your finger felt weird for the rest of the day? Your ribs feel like that. It's only distracting you when you have nothing else to think about, but it's going to be a bit of a nagging sensation. All right. So after a while, Lena does come back and you're talking about this Erik thing, or is this conversation happening before you get changed and showered?
Well, it seems like we were coming right through the door, so she might have... I feel like Lena was probably puttering back and forth before going into the shower. So...
Okay.
She'll step
So
away.
in that case, then that will happen when you're in the shower. But in the meanwhile, you are... let's go back to talking then.
Reset us up.
Mm-hmm.
Sounded like we were kind of being put on our own, so if this is related to Grigori... I don't know.
What are we going to do about the mess that we made?
Well, I think the train dealt with one of those.
Yeah.
So,
Did
do we
Erik...
have...
I'm sorry.
just a quick question about, like, the general policy if there happens to be horrible manslaughter. I
Cover
feel
it up
like
yourself, usually.
cover it
or
up
call in
ourselves.
some favors.
Yeah, but like, I'm trying to think if Lena would know anything because of I've got the good breeding thing, which I think is related to her lineage.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just gonna pull it up. One sec.
Please. So normally you would try to cover this up, but you guys fled the scene pretty quick.
What kind of contacts does everybody have?
I don't think I actually have any.
I know some corrupt low-end politicians and someone in labor union, but they normally get me to remove people who are causing issues.
Okay.
Jillian, your phone's going to buzz.
I'm gonna look at it.
It's a message from your worker.
Oh.
What was her name again?
Paige.
So Paige has sent you a message, and it looks like a spam message almost. Oh my god, is this you? And has a link to a TikTok.
TikTok.
Do you click it?
Does it seem like something she'd... Can I see
Wait,
the little
wait,
thumbnail
wait.
first?
The little thumbnail is a shot of New Westminster Street.
Ah, shit. I will open it.
It is a video shot in portrait mode of the scene. You standing next to the car. I think that didn't you take a swing at somebody? Isn't that how
I
it
punched
went?
him in
So
the
it's
arm.
it's you cranking a guy and then him getting his head blown off by a gun. And someone has taken the liberty of looping you, striking him to Pat Benatar's "Hit Me With Your Best Shot," and
Maybe at
then
least they
it
take the
culminates with
song.
"Fire Away."
I want to look up at who uploaded it.
Sure. Take a look. So glancing at it, it is username. One moment. Let's generate a username. Reading 50. RETING.
Okay, and then I'll click on their profile.
Reading 50 looks like a Filipino man of about 19, 20 years old.
Okay. What's his other footage like? Has he got many other videos on his
A
profile?
lot, actually. The further back you'll go, it actually has a bunch of like transition TikToks. As he went from Elena to Alan, and beyond that, it's a lot of like borderline distasteful TikToks and a bunch of rant TikToks about TikTok monitoring content and taking down things that violate their TOC.
Mm-hmm.
Like this. And
Yeah,
she's
that's
gonna-
good.
Yeah, she's gonna text back. Huh, weird. I wasn't in that area. They must be filming something.
Okay, weird, because this is like just the weirdest one of you. There's more. I hope everything's okay. Heart.
Oh, she'll say, "Oh, I'm good." And heart back. Hope you're doing okay.
Has it been uploaded for very long?
That was uploaded 15 minutes ago, we'll say.
I'm gonna report it actually. Trying to
Okay.
take it down.
Okay. Actually, you're not going to be the only one, so that's going to the next time that you try to load it up, CC, it's going to be flagged and gone.
Perfect. So otherwise, I was just gonna leave a comment on my like anonymous page, being like, "Ha, cool effects." But if it's gone, it's gone.
Nice.
Yeah, they take it. Yeah. A lot of times they won't let you like. It's really quick with like even fake weapons a lot of the time. But yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I've seen a
I-
lot
so
where
I
if they have like a
hear.
fake sword,
So
they
I
have to
hear.
put a tag on that's like, this is a
Yeah.
fake weapon.
But
Yeah, I've never had
doing
anything
that,
like
I'm
that,
gonna look up some of the tags that they use to see if there's more of videos from that kind of tag.
New West shooting movie ? Things like
Question
that.
mark, yeah, question mark not needed.
Actually, I don't actually know if you can use punctuation in a tag on TikTok, but we'll say movie / Hollywood North and film BC. And then you're gonna see a TikTok of a very like sturdily built woman who's like, look, this isn't any type of stunt. This isn't a movie thing. I think that all of you need to just, like, when you look at the footage like this, I'm not going to show it because I don't want my TikTok, like, banned. But if you look at that and think that it's Hollywood stunt stuff, you're out of your mind, okay? Yeah, we can do really good stuff, but do you see any cameras? Do you see any lights? No one does guerrilla filmmaking like that. Get your story straight and don't share this stuff around. There are kids on here. If you want to learn real stunts, follow my TikTok. And it looks like it's someone named Abby 404.
404. Nice.
I am eventually going to run Hunter again, damn it.
04.
So if Lena's able to like listen to any of this, I don't think she's paying close attention to the actual footage itself, but I think she'd be listening. She's gonna... Okay, well... Usually she has her driver or one of her staff handle stuff, so this is inconvenient. But because she does charity galas and so on and so forth, do you think she might have potential contacts in film?
Do you have it on your sheet?
No, I do not, because
Then what you can do is make me a wits and politics roll to see if you might know who you could contact.
Okay.
Now, let's see. How high... No, before you roll, how high up the rank are you trying to reach?
I want to throw money at somebody to actually have a movie be filmed in this place.
Okay, to actually be able to know how to reach a senior producer at like Lionsgate or one of the other movie studios, you may take a -4 or a -5 to this roll.
Okay.
Basically, you're taking their status in the company as a penalty.
Yeah. Now,
But if you succeed, you know how to reach them.
Okay.
And then your money might do the work for you.
I'm going to spend a willpower
Sounds
on
good.
that. Yeah.
I really miss Chronicles of Darkness. The engine is so easy if you do it right.
Okay, so let me just see what my whole pool here is. So it was, you said wits and politics. I'm guessing kindred does not apply here.
I'll let you use wit or int.
They're the
Wit
same for me, it's
or
fine.
int. Okay.
Okay, and then I have willpower. And then you said it was a -4 or a -5?
Depending on how high you want to go up the ladder.
Ooh.
Basically, it's a risk-reward thing, or Amy. How high do you want to go?
I know, my rolls suck, so I'm gonna go, of course, I'm gonna take the -5.
No, this is where you get the exceptional success.
This is not where I get the exceptional success. This is,
Believe in me
no,
who
it's
believes in
not.
you.
At
Oh,
least
no.
the ones don't subtract in this. So 1 success.
1 success?
Yep.
You know a guy, actually. You met him at a party a while ago. This was actually a few years ago, back before you had your embrace. Were you still pretty big in like the scene?
Okay, so Lena's actually not very young. She's like...
Oh, my bad. Sorry, I
Yeah,
thought you were
she's
embraced
not-
fairly recently.
No, I actually went with older on her for this one.
Oh, okay. My bad. You normally pick
Yeah.
young. So in
I
that
know,
case,
right?
this will be that you met at an event and he was absolutely fascinated with you. You weren't
Yeah.
quite as tall maybe 5-10 years ago. I think you've probably grown a bit even in the last 5 years.
Yeah, so I think Lena, okay, she looks like she's in her, like, in the range of 20s to 30s.
Okay.
But I think she's been a vampire for at least 30 to 40 years.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you met this man about 5 years ago. Yeah, you actually still have him in your phone. Give him a
Okay,
call?
yeah, no, I'll give him a call and say, like, hey, can you...
It rings twice, and you'll hear, hello?
Hi!
Go for Duncan.
Hi! Hi, Mr. Duncan. This is Lena Masters. We met a couple years ago. I had
Yes?
a project idea for you, and you seem like
Wait,
the person who'd
wait,
be
wait.
interested.
Are you... Masters? Where do I know that? Masters. Big Mommy. I remember you.
Yes. It was a couple years ago.
I thought I hallucinated you, honestly. I was on a lot of cocaine.
Well,
It normally
You seem to
doesn't
be
make me
having a great
hallucinate, but I
time.
made sure that it was laced. You know, it was a party. How's Erik doing? It's been a while. It was his party, wasn't it? Up in the penthouse down on Marine.
yeah, something like that.
Lena. Yes. Yes. How can I help you?
I had a project that you might be interested in.
I'm always interested in a project.
Of course, I would be financing a good portion of it. But I was thinking something modern, urban, gritty.
I see.
Hmm.
Go on. And, do you have a script?
I don't, but I know there's some really good writers out there who can whip something up pretty quick. I'm sure something on the insert name of program here.
All right. Good. Potentially. Yes. You're thinking urban gritty, but you don't exactly know what you want to see in action. I think I know where this is going, Miss Masters.
You know what? I'm sure you do, yes.
I'd like to see you again, too. You know, you didn't have to come up with this just to get in my bed. It's big enough for you.
I highly doubt that.
Oh, don't underestimate my bed. I've had an entire Olympic volleyball team inside of it.
That's impressive. You know what? I will have my people talk to your people, and we can set something up.
And by people, do you mean genitals? But I think we can do business together. If you sweeten the pot. But that's why you're calling, right? A little bit of honeypot?
Right. I am really interested in this project, though, so I think you're getting a little sidetracked.
Pleasure before business.
You know what? I think, actually, we might have an event coming up soon. One of my galas that you should probably attend.
A gala?
Yeah.
I could attend a gala. Where would this happen to be?
She's gonna rattle off details for like an art gallery type location.
I have to ask, is this what's the dress code?
Black tie. I do like a man in a suit.
You're playing hard to get. I want you to do me a favor. Can you make me a presence or manipulation, depending on how you're doing it, and persuasion roll?
I'll do presence and persuasion,
By the way,
you said?
Yes. Duncan is on a lot of ecstasy tonight, so take a +1.
Okay, also I have striking looks.
You're on the phone.
Yeah, so I don't know if he's remembering or anything.
Oh, you know what? I'll give you a +1 for tall girl fetish that he's never really managed. Like, he had the whole volleyball team, but that maxes out at like 6'4" usually.
Oh my god.
The striking looks include sultry voice.
Oh yes. Do you have anything vocal attached to it, or
I hadn't said anything like that. I was just thinking.
Oh,
we'll
okay.
say that you can apply your striking looks then.
Okay. So I got presence, striking looks, and
Persuasion.
a +1 because he's on ecstasy and.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool. I'm not adding any willpower, so let's just see.
Let's do it.
Well, at least 10s explode, so that's nice.
That's true.
2 successes.
2 successes. Okay.
Woo!
I think that I could go to that gala, but I feel that we should meet up beforehand to discuss this. How soon would you want to go into production?
Within the next couple days.
And you said you're looking to fund this,
Yes,
so it's a pet project.
you could say that.
I have a script that could work. How gritty are we talking?
Thinking fairly gritty. Why?
I have a multitude of script slaves that I could lean on for this, and I would like to know which level of gritty. Are we thinking urban gritty? Are we thinking ethnic urban gritty?
Urban gritty with some horror element, I think. Something surreal.
Ah, okay. I'll see if Patterson is free. He's doing all sorts of that shit these days. He probably wants to do something artsy and gritty ever since he did that bat thing. Although that was pretty dark. I couldn't even see the damn screen, but I did have my face buried in... never mind. Let me see what I can do. And, bugger. Miss Masters, is this your number?
It is?
I will be in touch. Let's just say the balls are in motion.
I see. Have a good night.
You as well. And you'll hear it doesn't quite sound like he hangs up. Sounds like he like changes. Just changes. You know what? It does sound like a hang up when you do that on a cell phone. So right. So click. Sounded like he was going to take another call though at that time.
Okay. Well,
That was interesting.
oh. Yeah. I'm not sure if that was successful or not.
It sounded half successful.
I think I got something. I don't know if I got what I wanted.
That's
What did
sounds
you
like they're
want
making
exactly?
One
I
of those
couldn't
motion
tell either.
pictures. Sorry, what?
I couldn't exactly tell what you were trying to get at during that whole conversation.
I was hoping to spin it so that, yes, there was something being filmed here, but...
That's what I thought you were doing.
Yeah, one of those motion picture things, but how do we clean up the mess from the bodies now that we're not there? I'm sure the police and the morgue and ambulances have all
I was
been all
really
over it.
hoping we could spin it as, like, a filming accident, but... I don't know how that part of it works.
There. But that being said, I'm going to check on Instagram and Twitter.
Oh my god. You would not believe it. I was just right down here having some drinks, one woman is saying there, and I watched a bunch of guys get murdered. It was like a carjacking or like a mob hit or something. Oh my god. So I can be a star witness. Anybody just contact me. My contact information is right beneath. It's like an email address to like a burner email.
Not useful.
A bunch of shots of like the bodies in the street at like 100 feet. A bunch of shots of cops blocking nearby.
Okay. Okay.
Overall, though, it was quite. There's quite a few posts actually. Make me a. Give me a wits or int plus computers roll to see how many you can find.
Plus computer?
Plus computers.
Bing. 2, 3. And then these two are blind. I'm gonna reroll that because it got lost. 4 altogether.
4 altogether. Damn, that's pretty good. You're gonna see that there are probably about, between quite a few users, there are about 10 users that actually uploaded things with correct tagging. So if you didn't know, Duncan is an NPC from our Hunter campaign.
Oh.
So for those of you who are watching right now, go watch Hunter. It is super cute.
The
round table.
704 thing.
Yeah. Which people won't let go for some reason. I don't know.
Well, when you said something 404, I was like, lol, someone should have a 704 in their gamer tag or something.
Fine. It's Abby 704 now.
Nice.
Because Krista will definitely do that. All right, so let's hop back into it.
Yes.
All right, so looking at that, you can see that there's about 40 different images of the killings, a lot of which are pretty graphic, some of which are blurred, as well as some. You can definitely see that there's at least one YouTube video. It looks like an alt-right conspiracy blog that's like, look, ever since we closed the borders down, crime has been rampant in New West. It's coming all the way from Surrey, and it's coming in here. And Surrey is just spreading its filth throughout Vancouver. All right? First it was White Rock, then it's all of this stuff. We can't have that type of violence in our city. All right?
Sounds about
And
right.
that's why I think, and it's like one of these like, it's like News Wars is the name of this one.
Oh man.
And it's this bald, overweight dude who's got this kind of like feathery fringe. He can't be more than like 30, but he's already bald with this kind of feathery fringe that he needs to just give up and shave off because it's like he's trying to grow out. He's like trying to grow out a comb over, and has this like chin strap beard that's like about a centimeter thick. So all it does is kind of push his under chin out beneath it. And that's why we need to just open the borders and release some. I mean, the borders have been really open for a while, but what we need to do is we need to just kick them out and then it'll be fine, all right? Next up, be sure to buy some of our protein powder. It's designed to add years to your life and to replace missing testosterone.
Ugh.
100% non-soy. Just kind of goes off on a rant.
Is there anyone they're actually gonna listen to CC? I guess there's a lot, hey? She's like looking over your shoulder.
Yeah.
Can't you just can't you just delete it?
I
Well,
don't
I'd
think it works
have.
that way.
There's a
I think the
lot.
internet works that way.
I'd have to hack it.
You
Can
don't
we
have
do
to
it?
hack
What about that that guy? He'll look over at Lena and like, what about that guy that we had earlier? Can't he edit all of those images?
Possibly.
I mean, you said he's on the payroll, right?
I'm gonna call. My brain just blanked. Judah. I'm gonna call Judah. I should know this.
Hello?
Rise and shine. I've got work for you.
Okay.
Chop, you're on the payroll.
Yes, ma'am. How can I help you?
There's some unfortunate footage circulating. Can you make it look not the way it is? Or do something about it? Or circulate alternate footage that makes that footage look edited?
Can I get some? Can you I'm gonna need some more information. Can you send me any? What should I look
One
up? Do you
sec.
have any links?
CC, what's the information I need to pass on here?
Send
Wh-
him the
wh- wh-
link.
Here, can you send him the link? I will pass over the number.
Oh.
It's been a rough night.
Okay. I want to temper expectations here.
Here, can I take the phone from her for a second?
Yeah, I can.
Hello?
Hi.
Can you do the job or not?
I can release footage that makes it look bad. I can't like hack YouTube
Why not?
because
We're
I'm a.
counting on you. She has no
Listen,
idea
is
what
there
he's
something
saying.
that you need to be able to make it look convincing or incentive?
Hold on one moment. Let me. Do you remember what his int rating was, Chris? It was like 2 or 3.
I don't recall.
I think he
the
had, like,
character
6
sheet's in your
dice
bin
between-
somewhere.
Int and expression. So let's see. Oh, he's got 2 successes.
He does have a specialty in expression for video editing, and I believe another one for something to do with computers.
Not enough to. Well, he can't. You can't hack YouTube.
Like, no, I know, but Erik has no idea how
Um,
this works, so that's why he's throwing out these ideas.
Do you know anybody who looks like you?
Yes.
Like a celebrity or something, maybe?
What about something along the lines of B rating that could really pull it off?
Yeah. Any just like any photos or anything? And I could try the movie angle. I could.
Let me see. So she's gonna look at the other blonde ghouls that Hadrian used to collect
Okay.
that are still alive, that have their own Instagrams and stuff. Because he collected girls that all looked just about the same. Because he's stupid.
There, because he's got a fetish.
Yes. For what he likes to feed on.
Mm-hmm.
So I'll find a couple of their online profiles that are active, and I'll send him the link.
Do any of those work?
I'll see what I can do. I'll get to work right away. Whew.
So we can do it?
I can throw more smoke in the air.
Perfect.
And I'll reach out to some other people to do the same if I can.
Can you potentially, she's gonna take the phone back. Can you potentially make it sound like part of this was also involved in like a film shooting?
I mean, yeah, I'd have to be able to connect it to like a film studio, probably.
Yeah, okay.
Do you own any film studios?
Well, I don't own one, and she's gonna provide details for Duncan.
Oh, you know, Duncan.
Who else
Okay.
is acquainted? Are you know? Interesting.
It's a small town for the industry. I'll take care of it.
Perfect.
I know just the guy to say that's directing it. Just fuck him. Anyway, you know Judah would throw him under the bus. I don't even remember his name, but he was a jerk. All right. I'll get to work, Miss Masters.
Perfect.
Ma'am?
Thank you. You're a lifesaver. Bye. Hangs up.
Teehee.
Ugh, that was gross.
What was gross?
I hate talking to people over the phone.
Fair. So, what did he say? I heard you
seems
like.
like he can do something about it. I think it's fine,
Oh, okay.
probably. Might
He
want to
can
cover a few
do
more
something,
bases.
but we'll want to keep up on it and check back when we can, so we don't
Mhm.
forget about this.
Mhm.
The damn phone won't stop ringing, Lena.
Hmm.
Incoming call. Erik Lindell.
Interesting. I'm not gonna answer that. At least not the first time.
Okay. A moment later, a text message comes through.
All right. What does that say?
We should talk. Your presence is requested. Officially. All 4 of you. And then an address in the North Vancouver Hills.
Lena's gonna reply via text. Is this one a trap too?
You are going to receive a secondary text from a different number at that point. And that is going to be from Marco Jensen, the city's spy master. Equivalently, the counterpoint to the sheriff.
Okay.
Parking is in the rear, is all it says.
Okay. And she knows as soon as she sent it that was impulsive and probably a smart thing.
Probably
to say.
not a smart one. Not
No,
a smart one.
no,
Not
no.
a smart one. What is your dirge?
Her dirge is competitor.
Take a willpower point for that, for just basically trying to like have a pissing contest with Erik.
Kind of person who you can't really have a pissing contest with, but
Yeah.
yeah.
Also, I love the McStabber Studio Vampire Mouth. I really love that logo.
Oh, that's good.
It's good. I'm gonna have to upload the Party Monster Mouth sometime
Well,
because I have so many like things that I need to add. I'll do that tonight. They'll have
She's gonna-
competing mouths.
turn to the rest of them. Looks like our attendance has been once again demanded.
Well, that didn't work out so well for us last time. Why do they expect us to go again? Think we're stupid.
Yeah, well, I think there's consequences if we don't show up, so.
Well, there's consequences if we do show up like that, obviously.
Well, if we go in expecting it to be a trap, then it's not really a trap.
Fine.
Have anything to eat before we go, Miss Masters?
Oh, yeah, of course. She'll reveal the blood cache.
I just imagine just like you like chook chook chook.
I think it's probably
chook,
just
and
like a
there's like
couple
a
in like a
curtain
fridge or something. I don't know.
revealing the blood cache.
It's just like vintage bottles of like.
Yeah.
It's in a wine chest.
Probably.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
So she's gonna call. Since one of her staff is now dead, she's gonna call the other person and be like, "Can you take this car in to get fixed?" And she'll go find her other vehicle. It's not as nice.
All right. Can it hold you?
Yeah, but it's a little more rough.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
Fair enough. So yeah, absolutely, you can totally do that and call that in. Do you need a driver for that, or are you gonna take it yourself?
She'll drive it herself.
Oh god, such savagery that they're inflicting upon you.
She's very upset about this.
how much vitae am I able to get from the cache?
How much? What's your herd rating, there, Lena?
Lena technically doesn't have a herd rating, so
Then
probably like whatever.
I will say 1, Erik.
Yeah. I need to
Because a
get
lot
herd.
of it's
I
animal
put
blood.
I put points into Haven and safe space over herd.
All right, so
What I'm gonna do? I think we're going into something where we're gonna get into a little bit of trouble. So I'm gonna use my oath of fealty to Lena, and I'm gonna take one of hers.
okay.
How does that work exactly?
So he's sworn an oath to you,
Yeah.
which means that he can take a point of blood from you. How often is it?
I think it's like once per, like one vitae once per week or something like that. And you always know if I'm telling the truth,
Oh,
like
that's handy.
in relation. So I can be lying to your face and you know.
Okay. Cool.
I
Then you will
cannot
one of
get
my
away with
vitae.
lying to you.
I
Pretty
still have plenty. We good.
Yep, it doesn't blood bond me and just kind of magically comes in. Sorry, but I think I might need that.
Fair enough.
All right, and with that, what are you going to do with the rest of your night? You just gonna get ready to head there? Is there anything else that you're going to go and prep before you go, or?
And do we have to be there?
Looks like you were supposed to meet at midnight, so it's gonna be 3 for this. So that gives you an hour and a half.
I know about Gregor.
What?
Sorry,
What do I know about Gregory?
Grigory. Grigory is ex-KGB. He is one of the big bully boys of the city, and is technically like a Baron of the Invictus or a Knight of the Invictus. It kind of gets a little muddy in there. He's like a Black Knight of the Invictus, I guess you could say. Because he does the bad things.
What'd you do to have the Invictus shitting all over you? Invictus people?
Sorry,
What
what
do
was
they
your
love to
question
know?
there?
How'd you get in the Invictus bad books? That's what it sounds like.
I don't know. I tried just not to leave my house.
Maybe you weren't active enough.
Probably.
Jilly definitely doesn't think any of this is her own fault. So, she's just going along for kicks, basically.
They're probably shitting on us as some sort of a scapegoat to deflect from something else. I guess we're all disposable.
Well. Lena's just gonna look at the rest of them and be like, I don't know, like, I have no clue. This hasn't happened to me before.
Could keep Gregor's possible involvement or Gregory's possible involvement just between the 4 of us for now.
Yeah.
Do
He's
my
the one who sent us
best.
after Nathan. And seemed to be involved in keeping us from meeting with Erik tonight, so there is a strain there that seems suspicious to me, anyway. I don't know.
You to leave whenever you are, Miss Masters.
Yeah. Let's just. While she's thinking about this, Lena's trying to think if there's any way that she could also ruin Kalika's night with this. Is there any way that I can just point something in her direction, twist it, anything I can do?
I don't know. Make me an intelligence and what's a roll for pettiness? You think int
That'd be
plus
Politics?
Politics.
You can do politics. Yeah,
Kindred
go ahead.
politics?
I mean, yeah,
Go
it'd be
next,
kindred politics.
And I get an extra dice for specialty. Is
So
that
what do
how it
you
works?
know about Kalika Khan? That she's a lawyer, like a union lawyer.
Yeah. Okay.
She is a raging bitch. Yep.
She
And-
is trying to take over the city, it seems like.
Mm-hmm.
I really don't like her.
I mean, you could call, or you could just send a message over to Judah trying to just link, like, union disputes in. Say that it was a union hit.
Sure, that sounds great. Okay.
But let's see how successful you
Okay.
come up with this lie. So give me that roll.
All right, so it was intelligence and politics and okay. I don't think any of my merits apply here.
I don't think so.
No. Well, that's 2 successes.
Nice. All right, 2 successes will be enough to come up with, like, basically a decent enough idea for him to play with.
Okay, cool.
So yeah, you can absolutely do that. He'll sure, I'll do what I can.
Great.
And with that, do you guys just head over? Anybody doing anything else on the way?
No.
Part of me is wanting to try and see if we can pull any other of these threads that are all connected to this, seemingly. Like the whole Charles Booth situation and like all the other stuff. But I don't know how to go about that. Like, there's a lot of threads and people that seem to be involved.
It's true. Almost too many. Perhaps
Yeah.
you're overlooking something. With that,
Definitely am.
you head to your car. The drive over is fine enough, comfortable, quick. You're actually not that far from there, on your outskirts of town and in the eastern side of Van. And before long, you will find yourself outside of this residence. And let's go ahead and switch to pool party mode. You park your car, and we'll just wait till CC gets here.
I think it was this one. Let's hope it is.
Look-
Yeah. There we
It's the
go.
one with a pool, so it better be.
I was guessing by the numbers in the download file.
Nice. All right, so you make it over. Parking around back, as they say. There's a huge security and privacy fence there that reaches over with one of those kind of the anti-climbing wire strips over the top that kind of like pivots out like an awning of barbed wire. And at the back of the security fence, there is an intercom. You're not sure what type of compound this mansion is, but it looks very well fortified. What do you do? Do you buzz?
Gonna look at Erik to have him buzz.
Press the button.
All right. As you press it, a voice will come across and say, "Please deposit any weapons inside of the bin on your way through the corridor." Will know.
Oh.
It's not a voice you recognize.
I'll
You'll hear
put his-
click.
I'll
Sorry,
put a
what?
straight razor in, like that he uses, but that's all he has. So
Okay. As it opens up, there's like a drop box, like almost like a mailbox, like one of those one-way slot type of things. And as you drop your straight razor and you hear it lands with a padded thud, whatever's down there is probably foamed.
I put the
This
others.
corridor is internal. It looks like you're walking through like almost like a shed that's been built into the side of the fence, but it's more like a storage container than anything. Like solid steel walls, and in the center of it, you can see that riveted to them is a metal detector. There are also several cameras placed nearby as well.
Pop aspects, one the beast hackles, and just try and see if I notice anyone hidden kind of following us.
Okay.
I also have acute senses, so I'm gonna use hearing.
You can hear soft music echoing from the other side of this large steel door that bars your way on the other side of the metal detector. It's piano, you think? It sounds like a stereo, though. And then it kind of... no, it's got a deeper beat than that. Maybe... yeah, someone's playing music on the other side. You can tell that for sure.
Two successes on that. And I'll also turn back to the rest and be like, if you have any weapons, and just motion towards the box.
Julie's gonna look real pissed off, grab like 2 candies in a bag from her pocket, and drop them in.
All right. Is anybody trying to sneak anything through the metal detector?
No.
Okay.
Lena does not have any weapons on her.
All right, sounds good.
The only thing I can think of is like maybe Cece held on to the gun.
Is she going to try to bring it through the metal detector?
No.
Okay. So yeah, if you still have the gun on you, you can drop it into the box.
Yep, just clunk.
I remember
Okay.
Lena tried to wipe the prints, but I don't remember what happened with it afterwards.
I think she just
Oh, you
kept
could have
it.
grabbed it again. Yeah.
I think she could have just... you dropped it to
Yeah.
the floor. She gets her prints right back on it.
Yeah, I think Lena wiped it and put
Oh, wait,
it and,
no,
like,
no.
tried
You
to...
put it in the hand of the guy like he shot himself, I think.
Oh, right.
Oh,
Or you
okay.
put it under the guy like he was the one that shot the... you put it under in the driver's hand, so it was like he was protecting.
Yeah.
That's what it was.
Right, yeah.
Right. Okay.
And so then Cece just comes along and picks it up anyway.
Do-do-do-do.
No.
I think CC would have left it in that case.
You know, I just
Okay.
forgot what we did with the gun.
I think that's a
No,
month
that's
away
fair
from
point.
Game
I'd also
Brain,
forgotten. Cool.
which is a fair thing to have. All right. As you drop all of those things and make it through the metal detector, there will be a sudden thank you that comes from an intercom in the center of the ceiling. And then you'll hear and the lock on the back door will swirl open. And you'll hear some low dance music playing through a crack in the door.
Well, let's get going then. Lena's gonna go on through.
Now, what you're seeing right now is an Olympic-sized figure 8 swimming pool, like 2 kidney beans rubbing up against each other. It's huge. There are multiple hot tubs built into the ground out here, as well as what looks like a steam sauna that has its own room with no windows or anything like that built into the side. This place is immaculate. This is the type of house that is used for, like, whenever you go on a site like TikTok or any of the YouTube shorts or anything like that, there are always these, like, 15-year-old kids with houses that you would kill to have in real life. You know what I'm talking about, you know? This is one of those houses. This is all flash. This is all post-2010. There are huge big screen TVs under back awnings, so that you can watch on your, $5,000 outdoor couch C-sectional. Low music is playing over speakers that are built like Disney style into rocks and into trees that you realize are not real. This place is built like by an Imagineer. And you are going to see that as you're walking through, like, a low-hanging mist is rising off of the pool. Like, recently some dry ice had been dumped into it for effect. The entire ground here is silhouetted and blanketed with these undulating tendrils of mist. And you can smell the chlorine thick in the air. On the other side, lounging around one of those exact C-shaped sectionals, you will see 2 people. One of them is Erik Lindell. Now, Erik is about 6'4", 6'5". Nordic features, blonde hair, cut short, and in a style that's very, like, mid-90s. In reality, it was probably counterculture 70s punk that has been relaxed since it doesn't have any gel or anything in it. And sitting out there as well, you are going to see that just double checking my notes here, one sec. Boop, 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 boop. You are going to see that the other person that is sitting there is a absolutely gorgeous, she's blonde tonight at least, woman who appears to be perpetually about 20, 22. It's kind of hard to tell. But anybody who might recognize her can go ahead and give me an int and politics roll.
I have politics.
Yes, you do.
The person who was in one of the videos at one point.
Sorry?
Wasn't there a Deva person in one of the videos that that Nathan had on the drive from Judah?
I can't remember off the top of my head. Oh, yes, there
Rhonda.
was. There was Rhonda of the Circle of the Crown.
Yeah, this isn't her.
This is not her?
Yeah.
Can I roll for this?
Yes, you may.
No, I have no idea. I'm
It
too
was what
angry.
in politics?
Cool. I was int and
Int.
politics, kindred politics applies.
So angry.
Nada? He doesn't have very much status, so
That's two
Okay.
successes.
sounds good. You'll recognize her. That's Eric's childer. Anna.
Okay.
They're out there just kind of relaxing. And can I get a wits and composure roll off of everybody? If you have Auspics up and Heightened Senses up, both of those are going to add your Auspics rating and your Heightened Senses bonus to this roll.
Nice. Wits and composure.
Have Auspic.
Sorry, one success.
On which? On
One.
wits and composure?
Wits composure.
3 on wits and composure.
All right. So, looking around, you're going to see. Okay. Jillian and Lena, you got 1, right?
I got 3.
Okay. So, Jillian, you're going to see that there's like, as you're walking, there's like a couple of swimsuits that have been discarded, kind of in the bushes. Looks like bottoms and tops and mostly bikinis.
So shameless.
The rest of you are going to see that it looks like there was a party here earlier this night. It looks like the cleaning staff has gone through, but there's still a few things that they missed. A couple of solo cups that are kind of like kicked under some bushes. A couple of swimsuits that were discarded. There's a deflated beach ball on top of the sauna's roof. It looks like there was a rager here tonight. And the cleaning staff has done a decent job. They'll cover most of it during the day. And as you head over, Eric's going to lean back and... oh, good. You made it. I was worried you were not going to.
Well,
Again.
we got held up.
Apparently so, and your conduct at that holdup is why we're speaking tonight. I didn't know that you knew Duncan. I'm
Who's
sorry.
Duncan? I don't know Duncan.
No, but Lena does now.
Oh.
Please, have a seat here.
Of course.
I'm a
Nina will
stand.
have a seat.
Welcome. This is one of my... Well, this is one of my residences. It's a good meeting place and a great place for mingling among mortals. Please make yourself comfortable. Do any of you require any sustenance? I'm afraid that anything I have at the moment would be a little lubricated. No? Everyone's good. Your accoutrements will be returned to you when you leave.
Better be.
I'm sorry. What was your name?
Jillian.
Miss Jillian. Of the Order of Dracul, Jillian Bean. Of course, of course. Welcome to my home.
That's right. Thank you.
Of course. And I want to thank you in advance. As a member of the Order of Dracul, you do not have the same training and decorum, and I greatly appreciate the respect that you're showing me in my house by leaving your things at the door by my request. I also appreciate you taking the time to meet with me, even though you don't owe me that honor. But I am here to do you a service, so hopefully I can be worth your time.
Fine.
Know that I have spoken with a couple of your sworn, as well as your can't remember the term, it's coagent, right? He says the correct Order Dracul word that I can never remember how it's pronounced.
I can't remember myself.
It's one of the big higher-ups in the Order of Dracul, that basically the guy who does all the mystic studies. It's Coagen or Cogayan? Can't remember. Someone correct me in the comments. But thank you. I appreciate the time that you have spent.
Thank you. She's feeling quite awkward now that she's kind of all pissy and he's being really kind, so...
Those of you in the Invictus know that he is place-setting the table right now. And inside of Invictus etiquette, you've heard at least 3 threats in that were aimed at all of you through Jillian, like sending a rebound off of a basketball hoop.
I'm not saying anything.
Fantastic. Now, I know that it must have been very, you've had a very frustrating evening, and I do apologize for that, all of you. I was down at the New Media Gallery waiting for you until I heard the gunshots, and then I left. I was a bit dismayed to find that you had left as well, without cleaning up your difficulties. I understand that people panic in times of stress. We have a conundrum. I was planning to meet with you to discuss what was going on and what our next steps would be, and now we have to refocus our efforts to make sure that this doesn't blow up in our faces and ruin, well, literally everything. Marco Jensen has been in direct contact with me on behalf of the sheriff, or shall I say, before the sheriff can sink her teeth into you. You do realize that what you have done is an offense that could lead to death. Final for each of you. You're everywhere. I do appreciate some of the efforts that you've put in. I've seen that there have been some counter-narrative videos going up. Hasty ones, but I mean, that makes them feel more authentic, so good for you. I also have seen that you started the ball rolling with Duncan, and pardon me, where are my manners? For those of you who have not met her, this is my child, or Anna. Pleasure to meet you, she says, rather, kind of demurely, but like she was waiting for this the entire time, just like waiting for the pause in conversation to exist. Kind of like she's used to it and isn't pleased with it. You think that I had something to do with that attack, don't you?
It's a little suspicious they knew where we were gonna be. Please, someone jump in. Jilly can't do all the talking.
It is.
Mind as a possibility. I won't lie.
High possibility.
Well, they were either tracking you or they were tracking me. Which means...
both.
Possibly both. Which means that you might have taken a hit that was intended for me when we left. At which point, I say thank you. But it's unfortunate that we have something that we need to clean up. And then there is another matter that we should discuss, which is what you were reaching out to me about in the first place. It's very concerning to me. I mean, what were you even talking about? You were talking about, what did you tell Erik originally? What were you looking for? Why were you... He was trying to meet with you about stuff.
I think it was that. Oh shoot! It's been so long.
Called to meet with Erik at the New West Gallery, across from the Salvation Army, and it was about the
Julie
whole
had
situation.
no idea.
I think it was
about
about
the whole
Kalika.
situation, but
I think we
did
were given his.
we tell him first?
We were given the contact card, I think, of Erik from Joaquim, who was part of Lancea.
You hadn't met with Joaquin.
Oh, we haven't yet?
So
No.
Oh, so we just have his card then to reach a meeting place. That's it.
Yeah.
to
Okay,
Jilly, it
never mind.
seemed out of the blue, but I'm not really sure. It's just something I'm
That's
not
fair.
sure of.
It's fine.
It was
So
Gregory that sent us to meet Nathan.
And then
Yeah.
we met Jonah at the same time. And then
And
we just
is
got
Erik
above?
information, and then we got Judas.
yeah,
and
Eric's
Jonah.
above y'all.
No, but
He's
is
a
he
fl-
above Gregory?
Grigory. And Grigory is I mean technically yes. Different focuses. Well, the Invictus has a weird hierarchy. Okay. Alright, so we need to sit down and figure out what we're going to do next, because I have some unfortunate news for you. And at that point, the sliding door to the back, is going to open, and a huge man is going to step through that you will immediately recognize as Grigory. Hey, this party was very fun. Very good time, yeah? Very good. Oh, Lena Masters. Long time. Good to see you. And he will walk over and sit down on the couch, kind of flopping in that, like, mafia style, just spreading his weight around. What I miss? Eh? Why long face?
It's been a long night.
Fair enough. All right. Hildebrand, how many people you killed recently? Many?
Technically, the last couple of weeks, none.
That's too bad. I killed 3. Was good. I was at Suspension Bridge. Throw them right over the side. Look like suicide? Eh. It all looks the same when you hit the ground.
He's paid me to kill anyone, so why would I do it for free?
See, that is smart. That is just smart. I did it because City needed it done. Do you mind telling me what, why did you go look for Mr. Sutton?
To get him to join the Invictus on your directions.
On whose direction?
She's pointing at Grigory.
Why this big lady pointing at me?
We had a meeting a couple days
Met
ago.
with us and
How
told
many
us-
days ago?
Was it like 2 nights ago, I think? Or like
was 2
a
nights
night?
ago.
2 nights ago.
It was last night.
Yeah, okay. And
Son
No.
of a bitch.
I was at Capilano Suspension Bridge all night last night. I just say dumping bodies.
So who were we talking to?
who did we meet with?
I want to get a good sniff of this Grigory.
Yes, you may. I need you to do me a favor and make me a wits and composure or wits and invest. You know what? Let's do investigation for this. Give me sniffestigation with a bonus
With a bonus?
with your acute senses.
Okay. Does Bloodhound? No, Bloodhound's a blood thing. Okay, that's fine. I'm nervous. I'm gonna use
Are you
willpower.
spending willpower?
Nervous. I want it to work. Cha. 1.
One success. He smells like Axe body spray.
Oh,
Like a lot of
So-
it. Don't get me wrong.
there.
But like he looks at you and kind of breathes in your face. His breath does smell like he's been drinking blood and vodka tonight.
She's
kind
gonna
of,
be super weird about it and just be like,
I think this one's into me.
no, it's different. You
Trust me, with a
Yes.
Russian, it's always different, baby.
no, but he smells different than before.
What do you mean different than before? When I have not really met you like outside of Elysium before, darling.
Oh,
Babyface.
Do any sort of a check to see if we can feel like he's lying? Empathy or
Yeah, you can do me wits and empathy or wits and subterfuge.
Lena's gonna pull out
pretty
her
sure it's gonna be the same
phone and is gonna call the number she has for Grigori that like she called the previous night after we found Nathan was
Whoa.
dead.
Mm,
Because she called him in the car and he said,
it's true.
like, don't like deal with this yourself. So she's gonna call that number. When is it broke?
It rings twice. Is it on is it audible or is it on speaker?
It's on speaker. She'll put it on speaker. Yeah.
Okay. You'll hear a distorted voice. Bye. Click. And what did you
Huh.
would you roll, Eric?
3.
3? No, he seems kind of dumbfounded and a little worried that he's being hit on by Jillian.
Well,
like-
then who the fuck?
That's the very question I was gonna ask.
She's gonna stamp her foot as she does that. And how the fuck?
Well,
Does that just play into your phone's settings and gives you a fake number?
Fine, but to look like this
To
nice
meet
gentleman
us.
in front of us? With the face of this nice gentleman in front of us.
Whack.
Anybody
Whack.
who wants anybody
Whack.
who so I'm gonna say that what do we got? We got a Maquette and we got a Nosferatu. Maquette and Nosferatu, you can make me an intelligence and occult roll.
Does our current levels in obfuscate help for that?
Yes, it will give you a bonus to the roll.
I have no levels in obfuscate. Can you tell?
Maybe after this game.
Ka-cha! Ooh. I
Two?
hope so. That's I hope. I only got one.
All right.
I had to explode it though.
Obfuscate can be used to change your appearance and features, particularly if you're expecting to see someone. And there are versions of the powers that can work over telemedia devices. They don't work on recordings a lot of the time, but they do work if you are expecting a call from someone and receive one from a spoofed ID or something like that. So, someone was playing with you with high-level obfuscate. Also, hello, Raid.
Yay. Hi.
she's gonna look over at Erik Lindell and Grigori.
Did you... Someone's pretending to be me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Get
They
at
smell funny
Erik.
and I could tell they are.
I shower every morning. It's the only way you get the blood off.
I see now. I see that now. It's not.
So someone took this. This is my pride and joy. My face is conquered nations before.
Yeah, your voice too.
They used
Son of a
to.
bitch!
I know. I
Yeah.
know. Right?
Doesn't that make you so mad?
Yeah, I'm pretty
So mad.
pissed.
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
Well, we should probably worry about keeping the 4 of you alive.
That too.
I mean, fair.
You got caught on film by a
Before
lot.
that, we got caught on film after someone
Uh-huh.
imitated Grigori and sent us to go do their handle a situation.
And then tried to off us. Themselves.
Oh, they
I
didn't
mean, not
try to-
themselves.
They didn't try to off us. They just sent ghouls after us. If they were
Yeah,
trying
okay,
to off us, that wasn't the
fine.
right way to do it.
So
They
why?
wanted us to make this mess, to distract from something else.
Mm.
What are
Okay.
they trying to do?
Well, right now, Marco Jensen is trying to hold up the sheriff from having you brought in. Which means that you have to do a lot of legwork, Erik says, to fix the problem you made. It doesn't matter why they tried to kill you, because if you don't get this covered up, the city will kill you. Or strip you of your status, or put you under house arrest, or put you in torpor for a decade.
So what do we gotta do?
We need every member of the Invictus we can get right now. So it's my job. That's why I'm talking to you right now instead of shunning you like you'll find a lot of the others are probably going to do after what you did publicly. I have been tasked with helping make it better. So, I need you to cancel your plans for the next couple of nights. I have hired you the best defense possible should it go before the council. Should you need to, I've managed to get a hold of Joaquin. He'll be acting as your defense counsel if it comes to that. In the meanwhile, you are going to have to do a significant amount of work to cover this up. And unfortunately, the way that I see it, your faces are plastered over. Well, at least your look at you are a very hard one to hide. Now, while your exact look obviously didn't translate, there are two ways we can do this. We could find body doubles or something like that, which is going to be almost impossible for you, Mrs. Masters. Miss Masters, you would have said. But I have another idea that I'm hoping you'll go in on. You're all very attractive people who were involved in a movie shoot in downtown New Westminster. You contacted Duncan earlier about making a movie. Well, we can get a script done in time, but finding people who look exactly like you is a lot easier if they just are already here.
Oh.
So do you want us to do some sort of PR?
In the next week, I'd like you to meet with to meet with our friend Duncan, and I'd like you to make your movie. You're already in the light. You might as well spin it to our advantage. And if we dangle you out, there's a chance that someone will try something else. So, you want to be stars?
And bait.
Tried it yet? Might as well.
We'll have to come up with some glandular condition for you.
Marvin.
Well, not for you. Sorry,
Oh.
what?
I'm just trying to think back to 12th grade biology. It's been a while. Anyway,
Gigantism. So, how about it? Movie stars?
okay. It's better than dying. Sounds fun. I'm in.
Good. We'll start tomorrow. Obviously, it'll be night shoots.
Thank you.
I've already taken the liberty of Anna. Do you have? Yes, and she'll reach into her purse and pull out a rather large iPad. It's gonna put it on the table and start flicking through. We also have body doubles that will be able to film some of the day shots with you, or for you, I suppose. I've got a guy who can do some of the CG if we have to do some mediums or longs, and it shouldn't be that difficult at all. I'd like anybody who's looking at these to make me a wits and expression roll,
Oh, cool. I have a point in that.
I do too.
or
One
composure and
single
expression.
point.
I'll allow that too.
Okay.
Do
cool.
that.
Composure and
Or-
expression. I'll do that.
No, I'll do wits at -1 because I have no.
Oh no successes. But
None.
not a full botch.
Okay, if you'd like to turn into a full botch for a beat, you may.
I will do that. Yes.
5.
Okay. 5. Holy shit.
6.
Holy shit.
6. I
Nice.
had a couple 10s that kept on exploding.
Okay. So what you're going to do right now is you're going to look through these headshots that I pulled from all of the local Vancouver casting calls. You're going to find who you want to cover you during daytime shoots. It's important. And I'm going to take your input because this is a big deal. Looking through there. So, total successes. We have Erik. How many did you get? 0? Okay, are you just taking it flat? Or are you going to do a dramatic failure?
I'm just gonna take it flat. We already got one dramatic failure. I don't want to
Okay.
take away from that drama.
Okay, so you'll pick someone who looks decent enough like you. I mean, what does Erik look like?
He's quite a large person. If Miss Masters wasn't here, he would be gigantic. And he's blonde. He's built, but almost kind of like the strongman look, like with the layer of
Okay.
like not muscly, but he's definitely very large and strong. Kind of square jaw, bit of a beard, like you said, or I said last game, trims it every night.
Mhm.
Kind of a look on his face most of the time.
So you'll pick a guy who's close enough, but with your build and style, it's kind of hard finding that. Jillian, you got how many? 2? All right, what'd you say? Erik?
Oh, Erik was actually going to ask, what about filming with my condition?
The face stuff.
What's her condition?
Not just the face. You guys would have noticed it by now. It's really disturbing. Randomly, his face just kind of like stuff worms underneath him.
Well, I
Probably
guess we'll
doing
have
it
to
right
make
now.
certain that it's written into your character.
I try to forget it.
A plot about vampire worms should suffice. Cece,
Mm-hmm.
you are flipping through these, and you are going to slide your finger over one, and your blood is going to go ice cold. She looks almost identical to you. And more than that, you know for a fact in your gut, looking at her, that girl right there is going to be your sire's next target. You just know it. Like this sixth sense. It's like, oh, that bitch. You could use this. Not only does she look identical to you, like almost like she could be your sister. Or almost twin. Fraternal for sure. But this, she looks closer to your sire's ideal than you do, even. There's just that extra air about her. And if he hasn't found her yet, you have just found what could be your most valuable weapon against him.
This one.
Okay. All right. So that would be good. And Lena, did you find anything? And as you're flipping through, there's nothing. Like, you are looking at everything there. Like Slovakian gymnasts. Like, you're basically, like, getting into the point where you're looking at, like, almost like in the drag section of casting calls for, like, very large women. Like, it's at the point where, like, you've got, basically...
Maybe just make sure that I have night shots only, exclusively.
We're gonna have to pick someone. So you have, so you're going to have to pick someone. It's the only person that they
Fine,
can
she's gonna
get for
flip
this.
through and she's gonna close her eyes and point.
Okay, so
That one.
Unfortunately, I think that's the only one that would work too. It is a horrible mismatch, and I'm trying to think of how bad this would be. Like, this is gonna be a yikes.
Yeah. Just, they can do magic with cameras, right?
I'm sure that will make him look perfect. And we can probably tone down the skin with some makeup. He's quite tan, but... Good. Well. You're out of the box for another night.
Thank you.
I'll send you the coordinates of where you're meeting for the shoot tomorrow. Stay safe, and if you need it, I can loan you access to this residence. It's fortified. I have several staff on hand. Very, very well trained. Some of them ex-Israeli special forces. Good people to have watching over you while you sleep.
Convenient to keep an eye on us.
It would be very convenient to keep an eye on you if you were staying here.
Got somewhere big enough to put us up for the night.
It will take several nights, but I'm more than happy to do so. I'm sure that you'll remember it in the future.
Of course.
Excellent. Good. Right. Well, in that case, the place is yours. Enjoy. The basement actually covers the length of the complex. You'll use these. And he'll reach into his shirt and pull off, or pull out a number of, like, basically, like, badges, like little badge lanyards. Everything's key-coded. And keep them, if you can, in the RFID blocking sleeves. The little sleeves prevent technological pickpocketing.
Oh, okay.
It blocks the things from stealing your
The
keys.
scanners.
The
There we go. You know exactly what I'm talking about.
Mm-hmm.
It's like wearing a tinfoil hat.
Yeah.
That can matter.
Sorry?
Say there was two or matters. This dealing with our actions.
Yeah,
But
and the second
original
matter
reason-
is finding out why you're being set up and who's trying to kill you.
But what about the reason we were trying to talk to you in the first place?
About Marco
doesn't-
Jensen. I think that this is all about Kalika Khan. You're fairly low on the Invictus totem pole, but you're also 3 of you, and I'm sorry that you were dragged into this, miss. You're rising. You're coming up with a significant source of power for neonates, and the upper echelons of the Invictus rely on you for the day-to-day tasks. If you're taken out of the picture, that means that our power structure is weakened. We have less hands to do more work with. That's my thought. But the question is, who specifically?
And the how it all works, but I find it reluctant to believe that Kalika is as involved as it might appear. This is more Cece's expertise, but the videos that we found seem to be setting her up as hiring vampire hunters to kill off rivals and people in her way.
So you think that someone is trying...
Seems strange to me that somebody would be using that, unless it's been falsified, as bait to also get us in trouble and stop us from... Like, I feel like there's more going on here than just that.
You found Marco... Probably not Marco. You found Sutton right when those tapes were being delivered, you said.
Yes. Well, he's
That's
on his body
convenient.
Anyway. It is.
I think someone might be trying to turn our Cold War into a hot one.
That's also quite possible.
And now we have to find out is who.
Got their scent.
Good. Sounds like you've got your work cut out for you. In the meanwhile, don't answer from anyone except for me, Mr. Jensen, or the sheriff directly. If any one of us tries to contact you, obviously respond, but if the sheriff tries to contact you, get in touch with me as soon as you can. I will set you up as well for a meeting with Joaquin soon, so that we can talk about any legal defense that needs to be done in front of the city. Because you can bet that the Carthians are going to try to drag your ass in front of a tribunal.
Cece on her phone's gonna start going through her settings and set I'm busy to talk right now, send me a text when other phone numbers try to come through.
If you need someone to do your day-to-days, you're going to need some hands. So what I would suggest you do is spend the rest of the night trying to get whatever aid set up that you can. Hire assistants or... Do what you need. If you need a temp pool, I could probably have my assistant provide them. But I'm assuming that you all have your own plans. In the meanwhile, get ready. Tomorrow night, you're going to be stars. And with that, is there anything else that your characters are going to do for the night?
No,
Reach
I
out to
think Lena's just
anyone
gonna
for...
settle in and basically just gonna be like send to her other, because I've got 2 dots in staff, and I think that's like, I think one was her driver and the other one is her animal feeder person who looks after the
Cool.
dogs when she's not
You
there,
do,
and her
yep,
horses.
and you have another
So you,
staff member on retainer that you can call in. Because
Okay, yeah, basically
your,
just being like,
your points
"Hey."
don't vanish.
Yes, good. But for now, she's just gonna be like, all right, hold down the fort, look after the place, make sure the dogs are fed and the horses.
Absolutely, ma'am. Absolutely. All right. Anybody else doing anything? Let's say, Erik, you don't need any assistance, do you?
Oh, though he might try and reach out to his labor union not the labor union representative, but the politician contact he has, to see if there's possibly anything that they can do to eventually help sweep things under the table, like in terms of mortal legal things in the city regarding like the dead bodies and that kind of stuff, and make them disappear, and probably, as is their arrangement, find out who he has to make disappear to make that happen.
Okay. You can go ahead and make me a presence plus persuasion plus contacts roll.
And if we're getting body doubles for ourselves during the day, it's not unheard of to have stunt or face actors for the dead guys talk about their experience.
Ooh, that's
playing
clever.
dead.
That's good.
Just saying.
Okay.
They can still be alive.
That's pretty good, actually. I think that
Lena's
they...
just like, huh, smart.
Take a beat for that. That's clever.
Cool. Yay.
That caught me off guard. Also, we have 69 viewers right now.
Nice.
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 I got one.
You got one viewer? Good for you.
Oh,
Yeah, start somewhere.
That's
good job.
one of you viewers is mine. One.
Hey.
All right, just one.
Only one though.
Only
One
one.
beat.
That's all you need. All right, and then Jillian, do you have any calls to make?
I'm going to. I think Paige is probably like the second in command. I'm gonna say that I'm ill and I won't be able to check in as often as usual, and that she can hold down the fort, right?
Okay, I thought you would do something else with Paige personally.
Oh, I mean, I could. Maybe I'd do that. Hey, you up?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Hi.
Hi. I thought maybe we could go for a drink. I don't think you work tomorrow, right?
I don't. It's like 2 in the morning.
Yeah, shh. How old are you?
Come
Come
Make
over to
me
my house.
Make me a presence plus persuasion roll. What's your humanity?
Can it be a 6?
6. All right, do it at a -1. I think it is at that level. Let me double check that real quick, because your humanity drops. It makes it harder to deal with people. -1 to relate to humans.
Two successes.
Sure. You know what? You're buying.
Of course. I got stuff
Okay.
over here. Come over.
All right. Your normal place?
Uh-huh.
I'll be right there.
Cool.
And with that, you're gonna get your ghoul.
Yay!
And you all put your affairs in order. Prepare for the following day, which is going to be lights, camera, and action. And And as you do, all you can wonder is how the hell you got here and who the hell is trying to kill you. Which we'll probably find out next time, because I think this is where I'm going to call our short game for the night.
Yay.
How's that sound? You guys are going to be celebrities.
Woo, just like in Shards of Nern where we became celebrities at one time.
That was like in episode 1?
So
Yeah,
thrilled.
much earlier on that one.
It's pretty early.
I'm excited for this.
I would love to be on these new motion picture things.
Oh dear.
So cool when they first came out.
When you were mentioning the person that Cece found in the like photo logs, I imagine that the only difference that she has is like this girl smiles more.
Oh, totally. Lots of smiles.
Like, and
That
Cece's
was a
just
great
like,
idea, Winter. Like the body double thing.
The body double's a
Yeah.
great idea.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
That was a great idea.
All right. So, folks, if you like what we did here with this one, please go check out the link at the bottom here. I'd like to ask that if you can, go get stuff off of the affiliate link below and go look up all the stuff under. Look up Kelly Clark on Drive-Thru RPG and Storyteller's Vault, and that's me. Go buy these books because they're good books. And they're fantastic. Some of the only Vampire the Requiem content that is coming out these days, which is a tragedy because Vampire the Requiem is a fantastic game. And I hope that you enjoy that and that you're back for us at the beginning of May when we have our next episode here on Vampire the Requiem Party Monsters. Besides that, did you guys have fun tonight?
yeah, that was a really nice like
That was good,
settle coming back in and
Yeah.
picking up the role. That was really good.
Mhm.
Okay, so I'm going to go through your aspirations right now. Lena, get info from Booth. No. Fuck up Kalika. You complicated her. Take one.
Okay.
Okay, Erik, gain status. No. Fight a vampire. No. Learn about the fungus.
Loam guy, the loam scent.
I'll
And
give you.
Also no.
Not Gregory.
I don't know.
I'll
consider
give
that
you.
one
I'll
a
give
no.
you. I'll give you a beat for knowing that it's not Grigory.
Okay. Okay, not Gregory.
Let's see. Jillian, make a ghoul +1.
Cool.
A better safe space.
No, not really. Kind of,
No.
maybe, potentially.
Kind of, maybe.
Kind of though.
You
For
would
now.
need to cement it for sure because right now it's on low.
Yeah, I'll say it's a maybe.
true.
I'll put like a tilde next to it.
Oh,
Let's see. Pin
That's
it on
true.
Hadrian. No. Get a gun. No. However, Rudin Hadrian plus. I'll give you a +1 for that exceptional success, Winter, because you now found a tool that you can use to start working him. Okay, so beyond that, someone bought us a beat earlier. Who was that lovely person who bought you all a beat? It
It was
was
PR.
Professor
I
Multiverse.
think.
here's the
Nice. All right.
bag.
Besides that, everybody take 3 beats for a total of 4. Okay, so 4 with Professor Multiverses. Everybody gets a beat,
Nice.
which means that all of you got a full experience point tonight.
I think I'm
Yeah.
taking 6. I think because aspiration
6 beats?
and
Yep.
I got the dramatic failure.
Yep, I think Winter's taking 6, you're taking 6, and everybody and Caitlin and Chris are taking 5 each. I think.
5.
Since beginning this now, I'm at like 20 of these things.
So every 5 of them is an experience point.
Oh
Yeah.
fuck. Cool.
So you have 4 experiences, and that means that you can buy a discipline for 3. You can buy a new attribute dot for 4. I believe it's 4. You can buy merits on a 1 for 1. You can buy skills on a 2 for 1.
It's like a kid in a candy shop.
Yep, and there's no multipliers.
Which is
Caitlin.
beautiful.
So good. So if anybody
Right.
wants Obfuscate, you can afford it now.
I'm gonna have to think about what I want to spend this on. Yeah.
Or don't. It's all good. All right, so folks, thank you so much for tuning in. I hope you enjoyed this episode of Vampire the Requiem. We tried to make it nice and brutal and like nice and to the point. And if you like what we do here, reminder that we have a Patreon over at patreon.com/dorktales, where you can join such luminaries as my divine producer DM Michael Gray, my demonic producer Soul Omen and Precarious, and of course my princes of the Patreon, Taryn, Buddy, Aeolus, and Cubby Gummy, and also that one guy, Trizilta, I think is how he pronounces his name. Trizalta, thank you so much. Yeah, so I hope you enjoy that. And if you'd like to join their ranks, go to patreon.com/dorktales, or you can always subscribe here as well. And we have a coffee now, a Ko-fi.
Ko-fi.
Yay,
I think.
coffee.
Yes.
So that you can like throw coffee money at us. Nobody has yet. Or you can buy the Party Monster shirt.
Oh my gosh! Is
Oh.
that gonna be the name of the movie?
One second. Let me see.
Boop, 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 boop.
Oh, I want one.
They're so good. They're on TeePublic. Also, everybody, if you use TeePublic, like just use Honey or something. This isn't an ad for Honey, but like there's almost always a 40% off coupon or a 35% off. I don't care. I get real talk. I get $2 when you buy this shirt. That's it. I don't care about the $2. I can't set it lower. I can't set it higher. So I'll happily take the $2, but go get yourself a shirt. Also, real talk. If you're getting from TeePublic, get the heather always, like the heather texture, and follow the instructions. Don't put it in the dryer. Hang it. Trust me. Ask next time Robin's on, ask her to show you her Dorktail shirt. It looks like it was vintage, bought in the 70s. Mine's crisp and new. So just hang it. Wash it on cold. Anyway, that's what I got. So folks, thank you so much for tuning in. Do you guys have fun tonight?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was nice getting back into
Yeah,
this.
it was good.
Nice, right? We'll get back into it.
I'm definitely more used to like B20 and like Masquerade Revised, so it's there's always a little bit of weird stuff with like the systems because they're so similar, but I'm really liking this system, and I like the way that tonight's session went, like just kind of nice pacing to get back into it.
Honestly, what Vampire the Requiem makes me want to do is makes me want to run other Chronicles of Darkness games. Because like out of all of the games, like I gotta be honest, like Vampire is not my favorite World of Darkness title. But it is a nice gateway drug, you know, like it's a nice like, oh well, but if I'm running, because I was actually messaging the werewolves earlier, for those of you who are werewolf heads here, and I'm like, oh, we got to do season 3 sometime soon. We should do like a sprint and just get it done in like 6 or 8 games, just like do it like just all at once.
I thought we were waiting till Mage was on like a break.
Yeah,
'cause
but
it's in the
Mage doesn't
slot.
look like it's gonna be on break. So Mage is coming back. Mage is coming back on the 7th of May, and from there it's gonna be like go for Mage. And I don't want to stop Mage because it's such a good freaking game. Like honestly, if you're watching this and you have not watched our Mage the Ascension the Victorian era game, like what are you doing with your life? I mean, I just want to show you all real quick. I'm gonna show them the new ad, Amy.
Oh, okay, yeah.
It's still in the works, so don't judge my sepia filter. But give me one sec. And but it is like honestly, episode 1 of Mage is one of the best streamed episodes I have ever ran of anything in my life. The episode is phenomenal. The acting from the characters is top notch. Chris, I see your post there. Yeah, that's that is a thing, isn't it? I wonder if I'll run that when I have a little time. You never know. You never know. You never know. But and like the music, it's just so good. It's so cinematic. Anyway, so definitely watch this. And let's just swipe this off the screen. There we go. All right. So, hope you enjoy that. And yeah, so thank you so much for watching this episode of Vampire the Requiem. Party Monsters, we love you very much, big time. We are going on vacation. So Dorktales is going to be off the air until the 24th, I think. Oh no, that's not true. I have Deadlands on Sunday. We have Deadlands on Sunday, and then we're off. But I'm doing a bunch of downtime recordings so that you'll have access to additional content. A lot of Call of Cthulhu is going to be coming your way. And if you're on Patreon, you're going to be getting those early, at least a few days early, because I owe you some off-camera games. So you'll be getting those soon. Thank you so much for tuning in. And blah. I don't know.
Blah.
Blah. Good night, everybody.
Blah.
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 Blah. We love you very
Burning.
much. And your blood.